Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Classes with Me. In today's video, we will be going to learn about the most sophisticated join that is called self join with the help of proper theory and easy practical. And let me tell you, by the end of this video, you will be able to know what is self join, when to use self join, and how to use self join in real project or kind of real work scenarios. So, before we talk about self join, let's quickly remember what a normal join is. Like in SQL, a join is used to combine rows from two or more tables based on related columns. For example, like employee table joined with department, or you can say department table joined with employees with the help of a common column that is called department ID, like you might have seen in my previous videos. But sometimes your data is in a single table. Mostly if you joined my live stream in previous days, you would have able to see like manager and employee relationship. In that we have to connect the same table twice. So when you compare or connect the same table twice, at that time we need to use self join. Like example, I've told you, employee manager both stored in the same employee table. You can check out my live stream as well. Also, we do live stream every day. So you can join my live stream and start practicing this type of questions as well. Or second time, or second part, I would say a table where each row has a parent and child ID in the same table. That's also the thing. And one more example, like you want to find people living in the same city with a single customer ID table, like this kind of examples, you would be using self join on a serious note. So that is just the theory part about it, about joins. Kind of recap. Now let's talk about the theory part of self join. So what is self join? Self join is a regular join where a table is joined with itself. So technically, there is no separate self join keyword in SQL. As you have seen in my previous video, it is all about join, full outer join, left join, right join. We just write a normal join, but we use the same table name twice with different alias. Like I've told you in alias video, if you have seen my alias video, you would have known I've told you the real use of alias in joints table. I mean, when we will be using joints, then we will be seeing the real use of alias. So we will be seeing that thing as well in this video. And also, one more thing, let us recap something about alias. Like, why do we need alias? Because when we join a table with itself, SQL needs to know which side is the left table and which side is the right table. So we give the name of the alias like A or B kind of thing. Anyways, there is a different way also to know what is the left and right table. I have told in the video, like after from whatever table you write, that is left table, and after join whatever table name you write is the right table by default. So that is the thing. And also you can see the table in front of you. That is, I have refresh once again. Let me show you that thing. This is the table where we'll be working on. This is the only table where we'll be working on. That would be a better way to say that. In this, what we have total 4 columns and 8 rows. Employee ID, employee name, department manager ID. And as I've told you, in joins, apart from this cross join, we use a common column between the two table to join both the table. So here, do we have any common column? Yeah, we can see. I mean, column with a common data. Like, can you see? I can say like employee ID and manager ID. You can see this data's here in this manager ID is also matching with the data's in employee ID column. No doubt it is not fully matching, but partially matching. This is what I have told you in joins video. So no need to worry about. We will learn about that as well in the practical part. So and we have talked lot of things about theory right now. Let's move to the practical part, and we will do the practical in this table only. And if I tell you something like write a query to display each employee along with their manager name. How you will do it? We will learn it here in this video. Simple. Let's go to the, okay, let's write here self join. Yeah, you can do practice for the same table on your own SQL environment. There is no restrictions in that. So how to do it? Like first thing first, how to join two table? Like select everything from the this table name. Table name is employee YT. We gave a alias of A. Then, as I've told you, you can write any join. Like there is no keyword called self join. You can write any join. So I will be doing left join for the same table. See employee YT table on A dot right now. As I've told you, we will be joining two table with the common column. Common column means column with common data. That is what I'm trying to say. So how to do it? Simple. I will write A dot manager ID. Simple as that. Equal to B dot okay, PLOY double employee ID. Simple as that. What will happen, in this? Simple. When I execute it, see, it will show both the tables. See, as I've told you, a table that we are working on, that is employee table, had four columns, right? Right now, see how many columns are there? There are total eight columns. So the columns that I've selected is for what is for the employee table. Okay? Simple as that. Or if I tell you the table A is our main employee table, it is better to say that. And table B is the same table treated as manager table. How can you tell that it is treated as manager table? Simple. The columns that I have selected, see, the manager ID is having what? Null 1 1, null 4, null 6 and 6. Now when I see the different table, which is table B, which is not selected, I mean to say, see, in their employee ID, we have manager's ID, right? So it is better to say it is same table but treated as manager table. Okay. So left join that I've used here because some employees do not have manager, like top level heads. Obviously, directors don't have managers. So if we do inner join, those rows with null managers will be excluded. So join condition is what? A dot manager ID equal to B dot employee ID. So manager ID of employee matches the employee ID of the manager. I will repeat once again. Manager ID of the employee matches the employee ID of the manager. ठीक है? See, manager ID of the employee matches with the employee ID of the manager. Right now, the table that I have selected, forget about it. Right now, you see this. The IDs, employee IDs, which are here, are actually manager IDs. So for there, we have some managers, right? See this. For one, it is like this. For one, it is null. Why? Let me show you. For Amit, it's null. Okay. So one is what? Amit, it's null. For 4, Deepak, manager ID is null. So when Deepak as an employee, I will say, okay, who is the manager of Deepak? So manager as an employee, see, in a company, everyone is an employee. Doesn't matter it's a manager or director. For employee Deepak, who is the manager? No one. For employee Farhan, who is the manager? Let's see. For Farhan, it's null. This is what I'm trying to say. It is very easy. Like if I ask you related to like what's your observation in this? What you will do directly, you will go here and just write A dot employee ID, because see in interview you never know, they can ask you related to the observations and all. Okay. Then you will go A dot employee name as employee name. Then you will go B dot sorry, employee name as manager name. ठीक है, simple as that. Right now When they ask you about the observation, what is your observation in this, directly write employee id, employee name, and manager name and execute it. Right now you see who is the manager for whose employee, simple as that. And if they ask you to elaborate more on this table, directly say that for Amit manager name will be null because Amit has no manager. For Bhavna manager name will be Amit. For Chetan manager name will be Amit. For Isha manager name will be Deepak. For Gauri Harsh manager name will be Farhan, simple as that. ठीक है, that is the power of self join. How we can find the relation between employee and manager from the same table, that is the main thing. So that's all about the inner join, and let's do a quick recap on this, what we have seen in the video. In this video, or what we have learned in this video, I mean to say, in this video we have learned self join is just a normal join where a table is joined with itself. There is no special self join keyword. We just use a regular join, any regular join, but repeat with the same table, or it is better to say we are working on the same table. Okay? We always use alias like A or B to differentiate the two copies of same table. Otherwise, it will be tough for you to understand, or also it will be tough for SQL to understand about it. Let me tell you that. Okay? And common use cases, where do we use mostly this self join? Employee manager relationship, sometimes parent child relationship, sometimes like finding pair in same group, like same department, city, category, subcategory, or you can say final answer like comparing data within the same table. Okay, that is the thing. And what things we have created in this, because this is a recap part of this video, what things we have created and seen. We have used left join, I mean a self join with left join to show every employee with their manager name. So that is the thing. And you can also remind one thing about whatever things you have learned, just remember to practice. Once you do a regular practice on this self join, it will be very much easy for you to understand. And if you found this video helpful, please do this three things: like the video so more people can discover about it, subscribe on my channel, and please click on the bell icon. Why I'm saying this? Because we do live stream each and every day. So once I start my live stream, you would get notification about it. And what is the benefit of it? You can directly join in my live stream and ask me doubts related to the topic that you have learned today, or any doubts related to SQL, related to Python for the data analytics. You can directly ask in my live chat and I will help you solve out that doubts in front of you. And the third thing is, please share this video to someone who is on a regular basis of brushing up their knowledge in SQL point of view. So it will be also helpful for them. So that's all about it. And let's meet tomorrow again in a new video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Happy coding, happy learning, and happy querying.